Hello there, it's Michelle the Stamp Booker, and I am back on Facebook, and I have one layout that I'm going to make combining two hops. The first one is Mix It Up Monday, a hop hosted by Tara O'Rourke. She's the paper snob, and that is where we add some mixed media or stitching, foiling, just add something to your layout. And we are using a sketch that Christine Harden created. Now I'm combining this with the second hop, and that was one that was supposed to go live this past Saturday, and it is the Stamp and Stencil Savvy hop put on by Brianna Spores. And we are stamping on photos today. So I have these two photos of my daughter and Mr. Max. He was our dog before Finley, and he was Caitlin's dog. These are photos taken in the fall when she came home for a visit, and we took some photos out here under this live oak circle of live oak trees in front of our houses. There's other photos. There's photos of her and her high school bestie, and there's photos of her and me and her brother Braden. And don't really know, I don't think there's anyone else in the photos, and I'm not really sure why, but the blue that she's wearing reminded me of this collection from Keep It Simple called Max and Daisy, which is like a dog and cat collection, and it had let me just show you it. I think part of it might be still available, and I will link it down below, and if you use my code STAMPBOOKER you get 10% off. I believe the collection pack is sold out, but then there was also the flip sides, which were additional pattern papers. Now y'all, this is all really nice textured, heavy quality, heavy duty cardstock, and I love the bright happy colors, and I like that it says Max on there. I guess I need a cat named Daisy. So I am trying to just use some of my scraps, even though I have a bunch. So I pulled out some out of this 8.5 by 11, and some from this, and I'll put the sketch up in the corner. Also, I'll try to include it at the beginning and end of this video. Basically, it has two photos and 3 vertical strips, 2 horizontal strips, photos on top of the vertical strips like a shelf, title down here, and then a little flag pennant cluster up here. Now, to work with both of these hops, I will be incorporating this stencil, and I will be using Blueprint Sketch. I think it's a good match. And then I will be stamping on the photos as well. So let me make a few decisions. I have like 12 by 12 sheets of a lot of these, but I'm going to try to use the scraps. Thinking the strap will be a nice horizontal. I like these fire hydrants, brings in all the colors. So I was thinking this polka dot would be a nice addition to the horizontal. I may have to break into a bigger strip of it, but we'll see. And then I was also thinking it might be fun to use my Polaroid and Word die set from Keep It Simple. There's 2 sizes. was thinking about using the large one. I think that's too small, yeah. Thinking about using the large one. It's 3 inches by just a little bit more. It's just a little bit taller. And I thought that would be cute. 2 of them side by side, so I may do that. And then it has words. And I went ahead and die cut them so I can see them easier. Say cheese, memories, favorite pick, smile, good, click, oh snap, and looking. And of course you can make them different. Phrases, looking good, favorite, smile, favorite memories, favorite pick. So let's get started. I'll be right back. All right, I thought I'd hop back on here and show you where I am with this. I went ahead and made this. I made this up here, and I made it where this can be lifted up, and you can see that none of these strips were long enough. I just pieced them together. And then probably about like this. And then I almost forgot, I was still going to stamp on my photos. I put the 2 photos together. I could have just not even cut them apart because I printed them together, but it is what it is. So I printed with my Epson PictureMate 400 from home. And what I found is that archival ink from Close to My Heart works really well. And I have, about a year ago, I made another video where I stamped on photos, and I will link it down below. And it was interesting because it was part of a hop, and different scrapbookers found different inks to work with different photos and how they're printed. I think someone told me that the Memento Tuxedo Black works as well. So let me give that a try here real quick. So I like to practice on photos that are photos I've printed, but something's wrong with them. This one I got adhesive all over it. This one, I don't know if it was really that way. It's weird kind of with those lines. So let's see. Oh, I like the color of it better, I think, than the Close to My Heart. Okay, let me give it a minute to dry. And while it's drying, I can go ahead and do my stenciling. So I was thinking I would stencil underneath this area. You know, just where it's kind of coming out. And then maybe a little bit over here. Oh, it's kind of hard to line up, isn't it? I'm not going to worry about it. Let's see. There we go. Not perfect. And then I think I'll do some down in this corner. And let's see what that looks like. And then some, it's all on here and right here. Okay. I think this color is working out really well. Yeah. And then I'll just clean that up later. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And I did round the corners with my Creative Memories corner rounder. Right. Okay, let's see. Oh, yes. So, the Memento works as well as the Archival Black. And I'm going to use the Memento because it seems like it's a blacker black than these. So, bye-bye, Archival. And I just want to do not a lot of stamping, right? But you can, like if you have a photo that has a big open area, you could stamp words or phrases. So I think I just want to maybe just stamp 3 hearts right here. So have you ever tried to stamp on a photo? And how did that turn out? Would you be willing to try it again if it didn't work? If it didn't work that last time? And I just got this heart from this great stamp set from Keep It Simple called Thank You. It's just a great stamp set. All right, let's see. So I'm going to come back after I figure out some embellishing. I think I'm going to go with Dog Mom. This was a sticker. I took the sticky off with my anti-static pouch, and I think I am going to pop it up on some fun foam. So I will be back. Okay, so I am back with some more progress. I pulled out some Scrap and Happy Studio Flare. I've got one here and one here. Then here, this I punched with the 1-inch circle punch from the pattern paper from this kit. And I am going to make my own flare. Let me show you how I do it. Keep It Simple has these epoxy circles in 1 inch and 1.5. And I'm just going to take one of these 1-inch, place it on here. And then I like to take my brayer, just going to find it. Here it is. Take my brayer. Just get it on there real good. And it is a textured cardstock, so it does look a little, you see a little bit of the texture underneath it. I think it'll work. Exact same size. Let's see, let me move this out of the way. Okay, I did a little bit more stamping. You know, if you don't know, I was a close to my heart consultant for a long time, and so stamping just kind of is in my blood, and it really helps extend your supplies. It helps you make ephemera when you don't have ephemera that will work, because there is some with this kit, but it's just not really what I want. So I stamped the circle. I don't know if I've actually ever used it, and I was pleasantly surprised to see that it actually stamps 2 lines, and I thought that would just make a good base for this dog mom. And then I thought that would look cute there, kind of cover up that yellow spot. I think it looks better than kind of halfway on it, right? And then up here, I just thought we'd put a paw print up here, so that I'll have 3 circles and a triangle. And then this is also from this mason jar label, and I stamped this one, and I love that it has the dies, so that made it super easy. And I'm just gonna tuck it under the photo, kind of like that. Let me do that while we were talking. This is where I will put my journaling. I want it kind of like that. And then I'm just going to put this one here. And I will come back when I have all this down. Okay, I am finished. I don't have these last little things glued down, but I took a dachshund off of here and put it here. And I stamped this Hugs and Kisses off of a, I can't find it, but it's a Valentine stamp set from Keep It Simple. And then I have added some of these sprinkles. They're paw prints. I think they're actually bear, marketed as bear prints, but I use them as dog prints. And then last thing is I took some of these puffy stickers that are like buttons, and I've added them in each cluster. So the only thing I'll need to do is add my journaling and my date. Here is my stamping. It's stamped really well. I hope that you'll give it a try. It's Memento Tuxedo Black. And I use this for when I color in outline stamps. This with alcohol markers, this is really great. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. Thank you so much for stopping by, and please check out everybody else down below in both hops. All right, thanks. Bye bye.